This car puts the power down and then it keeps putting the power down to where your brain cannot process how much information is going past you. All right, if you guys can't tell, I am in a 2022 Audi RS e-tron GT. So today I'm making this video to give you guys a shout out, overall review of the RS e-tron GT. Let me get out of here because I'm trying to film my video, but people over around me right now. Alright guys, so this is going to be a quick exterior of the 2022 Audi RS e-tron GT. Again, it's not a sportback. It looks like a sportback. Believe me, it's not. I'm at my famous location right now. Excuse the airplane background noise, but I got a good location right here. It's the best I can do for now. So walk around the Daytona gray pearl effect color of the 2022 RS e-tron GT. And guys, the light bar looks really nice. Every carbon fiber option that you see, it is carbon fiber. So this package, like I told you guys in the window sticker, blacked out Audi rings all around, carbon fiber wherever you can spec it out. The diffuser in the back is carbon fiber all around the sides, and the 21-inch rims all around. It's the coolest wheels on the EV car that I've seen so far. And just the body lines, again, that Daytona gray pearl effects just accentuates the body line, like I told you earlier. And then the Audi ceramic brake calipers, that you see those huge brake rotors and pistons all around, wrapped around the Goodyear tires. This is going to be a charging port for the EV part. You want to plug it in, plug and charge. And this part right here is functional. So, and also the carbon fiber mirror caps on the package, with the carbon fiber roof. Overall, guys, this thing is sick. It's just mind blowing. Like, if you're not an Audi fan, when you see this, you'd be like intrigued by. It's my friend back there in the background, David. All right, back along to the video. Again, the front end just does it nice for me. Every option that you see has the crash avoidance, radar, adaptive cruise control, and the other one is just the dud. It's a fake. And one cool thing I found out about the exterior is just the front end where the grill would be. It's just has this hexagonal print on it. It just looks nice. It's not anything bad to it, but it just helps. And it's your front parking sensors, as you can see right here. Again, more black Audi rings with badges, and more. This is functional right here. It's all functional, and just the body lines of this car in overcast weather, it just does it justice, guys. It does. And you have more carbon fiber. This cools the brakes on the inside. Excuse the airplane in the background, but this carbon fiber right here, it's air vent, it scoops cools the brakes, more aerodynamically efficient. Drag your laser LED headlights. Let me see if I can activate the welcome light feature that everyone is so obsessed with online. Oh yeah, it does that. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go to the back and do that as well. Again, it's a key fob right here. Lock it. Has a cool chime. You can lock it. Okay, it's not nighttime yet, so it would have a little light then. So you guys have seen it like a 1,000 times online. So again, this approves not a hatchback. Open the trunk for you. Thought it was automatic, but actually it is. The car is off right now. That's why it's not on. But I'll close that down fully later. Again, typical Audi mirrorless design frame. You know, double glass, double laminated glass for sound absorption. Again, more on the carbon fiber. You have the RS door sills right here, which is illuminated, also in dry exposed carbon fiber. Bang & Olufsen sound right here. You can see the red contrast stitching with the leather, Alcantara suede, more carbon fiber, metal. This thing has all the packages, guys. I cannot see anything where it's not covered in leather, metal, or carbon fiber. You know, you have obviously aluminum sport pedals. If it's an Audi RS, it's got to have the aluminum sport pedals. And then the seats right here is just one of my favorite features. They hug you in place, they're functional, multi-power adjustable, and they're massaging seats as well. And there's the contrast stitching with the cool, almost like diamond looking stitching. It's nice. And the RS up there, the headrest. This is one of my favorite seats Audi's ever made to date, bar to none. And a quick overview of the interior. All right, so the key fob is in my pocket, I believe, and just, put foot on the brake, start, and the car's on. Don't freak out, just lost low tire pressure when I was driving over here spiritedly, but tells you 200. I had 210 miles of range when I got here, and then this has regenerative braking and it's able to accumulate that back to 230. So that's pretty nice. I love the cutout right here when you open the door, and let's shut the door real quick. That's a nice sound to it. So right now the car is on. Let's put a foot on the brake and you go to drive right here. It goes to drive. Excuse the mess, guys. I have all my camera stuff in the car. Besides the point, as I told you guys, this has a virtual cockpit, 12.3 inches diagonal, and you have your new Audi MMI. Go to home. This has the wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You guys are familiar with the new RS6s, RS7s, new Audi MMI. This is also going to sporting all the features, if not more, as well. And considering this an EV, it's going to be different. For example, off topic or side note, drive select is going to be in efficiency, comfort, dynamic. Right now it's in comfort. I had it in dynamic when I drove the car here. Now it's in comfort. So, and also it's right adjustable. That is pretty sick. My favorite feature down here, I know, is just buttons, but I'm just so glad Audi did not go to touchscreens. Just keep it simple. Buttons, air vents right here, with below seal fades, some air vents right here on the side. And going back to the dashboard, guys, that's this view. You can see right there, the 0, that's your head-up display up front. Microfiber suede all around, guys. This thing is insane. I'm not even kidding, guys. It's insane. And just how the build quality is nice for an EV, it's out of this world. That's the best explanation for this. So the sport pedals or paddle shifters is not for shifting gears. Obviously, it's only 2-speed. It's for some other feature I can't remember right now on top of my head. But then again, the steering wheel is flat bottom, Audi RS, and then covered in Alcantara. All these buttons, functions, your navigation, all the other things you want to figure out and do in your virtual cockpit, it has it right there. And there's not a thing that's like strange or out of this world. Well, it is out of this world, but like in terms of user interface and functionality, it is user friendly. Carbon fiber right here exposed. You have your little e-tron right there, which is pretty nice. And then the driver's side gets the same treatment as well. And the piece de resistance, your red seatbelt, that is pretty dope. That is pretty dope. I'm put on the air right here. It's hot right now, or relatively warm. And I don't like how, well, I cannot not like this because it's an EV vehicle. There's no gears. It has a 2-speed transmission, but I move on. Want to go and drive, put the car in drive, goes in drive, reverse, park, and there's no park button, right? So what happens is if you want to get the car in park, you open the door, it automatically goes to park, and that's it. Simple as that. And then big shout out once again to my microfiber buddy right here, just to wipe it off, you know what I'm saying? Keep all the dust and fingerprints off. You know, that's only one of the drawbacks I can forgive Audi for doing that, you know. And your engine start stop button right here is in the red, you know, accentuates the RS lineup. Drive select, stability control, hazard. This has also 360-degree camera view, cup holders. I'm gonna take you guys to the back and show you guys the trunk and go on a test drive, okay? Seats are sport seats with the, you know, matching the front and the red seatbelt. It just works. I love it. Excuse the noise and the wind, guys. This is the only time I have to film this car, and no excuses, right? But red contrast stitching right here, Alcantara, metal, your carbon fiber somewhere. Actually doesn't have carbon fiber on the backside, but Bang & Olufsen and carbon fiber door sills. I'm gonna try and get into the back seat of this car and see if I can fit on my 6'2". Whoa. All right. It's a little bit tight in here, honestly speaking. And this is how my 6'2", my legs are just fit just nicely. Then again, it has been an RS sport seats. You can't see in front of you. You have to literally peek over to see what the driver is doing. Hopefully they're focused on driving, you know, on the track, tossing around the corners. But that's one drawback on these seats, but they look great nonetheless. All right, so I have plenty of ample headroom, you know, 6'2", roughly, and I can fit my head down here. It's just the leg room that I can't drive behind someone that's 6'2". Overall, it's a good atmosphere, or you know, it's livable. You can sit 5 people down in the back seat, or 3 in the back seat, 5 total, but you can't really do that if you're grown adults. So you might as well sit 4 people. Usually all-wheel drive cars have this, like my S3, RS3s, whatever. Maybe it's a battery, I don't know. It's just rough space for a third person to sit in the middle. You can, but it's really uncomfortable. And this is your trunk space. It's not a whole lot compared to your RS7, and you know, those are Sportbacks. But you have some cubby right here to store, you know, your wash mitten, whatever you want to store, and then you have another one right here on the right hand side. So this is your charging cable to plug and charge your car. And also, my favorite part about it, it is automatic tailgate. That is nice. Not a hatchback, but looks like one. This being the ultimate spec RS e-tron GT with over 630 horsepower and similar pound-feet of torque. So right now, this is gonna be the test drive portion. I'm a little short on time, but I'm gonna do the best I can to hit every topics of this car. This car has a lot going for it. Yeah, I know this car's been out for a while, for a little almost a year now. There's plenty of tons of reviews out there, but this is my first time reviewing the 2022 Audi RS e-tron GT. That's how you say it, RS e-tron GT, with this much power. So right now I'm gonna go on a quick test drive of this car, give you my overall thoughts and opinions on the driving dynamics, the handling, the braking, acceleration, comfort, and just dive right into this review, guys. So right now I am in comfort mode, and this car drives like an ultimate Audi luxury car. Yes, I've driven the RS7, RS6. This is nothing in comparison to that, but when it comes to luxuriness and then what you get for your money as far as like standard, the Audi standard, it's there. And this trim right here, this spec MSRP is $164,000. So baseline MSRP is $140,000 with options. This one has the carbon fiber roof. This one has all the plethora of options you could always ever imagine from an Audi RS e-tron. Guys, it's so quiet in here. So right off the bat, I'm in comfort mode. I have my head-up display up front, and the Alcantara steering wheel. I love how Audi was able to, or this particular model is spec'd out with Alcantara steering wheel. This car has 184 miles on the clock, and guys, this is brand spanking new. It's very hard to get the RS e-tron GT in the US, let alone in Texas, and I'm just fortunate enough to have this car and drive and make a video to present to you guys. This is amazing, guys. Overall, I feel so cocooned in this car, in this cabin. It's very quiet, and mind you, yes, it's all gasoline, all electric, and my range right now is 221 miles. That's one little drawback that people can figure out on their own. If you want a Tesla, you want 400 miles, or a Taycan, Porsche Taycan, well, yada yada yada. But right now, it's just in an Audi. This is Audi's take on the EV vehicle, the RS e-tron GT. Yes, this shares a lot of similarities and platform with the Porsche Taycan, and you can forgive them for that because Volkswagen owns all of those two, as well as Bugatti. But I digress. But for this being an Audi and all of EV, it screams Audi in this car. If I was to do a blindfold test to somebody that's an Audi enthusiast who's never known, which is harder nowadays, that there's an e-tron GT out there, and do a blindfold test, touch the materials, they could pretty much tell you 6 out of 10 times this is gonna be an Audi, because it just feels the part. And big shout out to the microfiber cloth. I'm gonna just wipe down this piano black finish touch over here, just not to scratch it or scuff it, because Audi just does that for aesthetics. But I don't mind it. Just my driving position, guys, I'm so planted. The seat is fucking gorgeous. I love the seat in this car. It's so nice and hugs you in place. Even the rear seats, hugs you in place. When you come to a stop, this car makes the noise like, low speed driving, to let people know there's like a hum, that people can know there's a car around you, which is pretty sweet. So that way, it's on an EV vehicle, it's a hazard, gonna creep up behind you, get hit by a car while you're a pedestrian. But just the sheer acceleration, it's visceral. Yes, I've not driven a Tesla or a Porsche, but just it being an EV, you can imagine how fast this is. Yeah, 0 to 60 and claim 3.1 seconds or quicker, depending on what tires, condition, weather, dry tarmac, whatever you got to do, whatever it does, you float your boat. This car, 3.1 second to 60. It's pretty darn impressive for even an Audi e-tron. And the carbon fiber package, guys, dash, the door sills, mirror covers, guys, this car is sexy. It's the sexiest car Audi has ever made, and yet also the most powerful Audi sedan they have ever made, period. And that is somewhere on paper, and the Bible might as well. This car is breaking necks out here, and people just turning it around like it's an Audi, but what kind of Audi is it? It's an e-tron, RS e-tron GT. The seats are so comfortable, and for Christian comforts, it's just nice having the nice bolster seats that hold you in place, that has a RS, tacked on there, and me having this, digital gauge cluster and like the virtual cockpit. It's so nice. And I'm gonna change the view against the maps. You guys, if you ever own an Audi in your life from the facelift 2017 or 2016 with the virtual cockpit, the newer versions should not be anything crazy to you. You can change the view however you like it. It's just fluid. And the brakes, initial bite, I believe this one has the carbon ceramic brakes on the option, and the initial bite is there. It's not spongy. When somebody tries to explain to you what it's like to go fast in an EV electric vehicle, it's so fast. Yeah, the 2-speed transmission, all-wheel drive, over 620 horsepower on all 4 wheels. This car puts the power down, and then keeps putting the power down to where your brain cannot process how much information is going past you. The traffic, the signs, the pedestrians, the cars, the lane markings. It happens so fast. Yes, you can say, argue with me, Tesla Plaid, yada yada yada, does this, 1.9 seconds to 60. Yeah, that car does one thing great. Going fast in a straight line, most powerful car. Okay, then what? But here come Audi, has all this history of luxury and cult following, and then they make the EV vehicle. They could make it the most powerful car than the Tesla, but they had to dial it back down and make it like, elegant and yet sophisticated, where it does the things that it knows it can do, and then anybody that owns an Audi, previous Audi owners, they can feel welcome at home. And so overall, guys, Audi nailed this car right off the bat, and I just cannot imagine once they discontinue the for all the lineups and they go full EV. I'm kind of scared about that. Scared and excited, meaning so scared like I love, you know, the RS3, the 5-cylinder engine, you know. I love Audi cars that have the engine, the good engine, the RS lineups, you know. So when they're gonna discontinue, it's rumored out there around 2035, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it's a gem. It's gonna be, I'm gonna miss those days. But this car right here, mark my words, this car right here sets the trail, sets the future for all other Audi EV vehicles coming up in the future. And bar to none, they're getting it right. They should just keep this form, function, and design going on, and they're gonna have a lot more sales in the future, and very, very ecstatic customers who chose to get an Audi. Point is, it's a fun car. It's a fun electric vehicle. You know, back in the day when EVs came out, they were boring looking, Prius, hybrid, whatever it is. They're just like, who said it has to look boring? You know, Tesla came around, they did their own thing. Audi comes here like, you know, all right, here, this is the proper way to make an EV, the German way, and they did it. You know, done. End of story. I mean, there's some rattles here and there. Probably just this car has, you know, some stuff in the cup holders, and you know, that's normal. You know, you have an engine to mask all those noise you're gonna get, you know, like a typical internal combustion engine. All right, guys, so I'm out on this closed parking lot, and I'm just gonna read you guys the window sticker, 2022 Audi RS e-tron GT. So the base, you know, without the package and the option, like I told you, $142,000 and some change. Daytona Gray Pearl Effect, that's at $595. So yes, I was right. It was a Daytona Gray Pearl Effect. It's one of my best calls in any Audi, even the RS. It just, you know, accentuates the lines beautifully. I love that. Moving along, you know, black interior with the red stitching, it's included for free. Year one package, that's $20,000 for a year one package. So that includes your 21-inch rims, 5 twin spoke, concave modular design. Okay, 21-inch rims. All right, Audi, a little. Anyways, moving on. Summer tires, Audi laser light, black Audi rings and badges, ceramic brake with red brake calipers, carbon fiber door sills, like I told you earlier, carbon fiber mirror exterior housing, carbon fiber side sill inlays, and your Dynamica headliner. There you go. Fine lap of leather seats, leather covered dash doors, center console, matte carbon Atlas inlays. Nice. Or exposed carbon, you know, red seat belts and red stitching floor mats, ventilation and massage for front seats. Destination charge is like $1,000. That's like nothing. So all in all, $20,000 for all those packages. You know, for example, I don't know how much the carbon ceramic brakes might cost. That's like $5,000 right there. But all in all, for 20 grand, it's not bad, but it's not cheap and it's not expensive either. So overall, $164,390. So you can see right there. Yeah, guys, all you get for the 2022 RS e-tron GT Audi. You know, the virtual cockpit's already there. You guys already know, if you're familiar with, you know, Audi's interior, go watch my other channels in the video, the RS5, RS3s, similar design but newer versions, and you know, 3 common control zones, and the warranty, if you're curious guys, you know, freaks out there, 4-year 50,000 mile, whichever comes first, 8-year 100,000 miles, high voltage battery coverage. That is pretty darn impressive, guys. 8-year 100,000 miles, that's pretty impressive. 12-year limited warranty against corrosion and perforation, 4 years roadside assistance. So guys, yes, some people might think I might as well buy the RS7, might buy this, might buy that, but then again, those are gas powered vehicles. They might as well do that. You know, 150 grand for a fully loaded RS7, you could, but for EV, you know, not included like a Tesla, like just an Audi, just with the prestige and the brand, the heritage, you might as well get this car, guys. And you know, yes, right now it's hard to get new cars and used cars. So you have, you know, $164,000, And total, you're gonna pay $184,000 with this car at Audi Plano. So misadjusted market prices, because you know cars, it's harder to sell cars nowadays, or buy new cars. So cars, computer chips and whatnot. So all in all, guys, almost 200 grand for an EV car. I would not be surprised. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys later more. I'm gonna do my little outro. Some guys trying to talk to me right now. I'll be right back, guys. You're gonna pay $164,000, 180 with the markup price. It sucks for what it is, but then again, you know, it's just the times we are at right now when it comes to cars and, you know, production and availability. But it's the price you pay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of this 2022 Audi RS e-tron GT. It's not a sportback. It's not a sportback, but I had fun driving this car, guys. I didn't do launch control. I mean, I don't really need to know how fast with launch control. You guys already know how fast this car will be. Overall, I love the acceleration, the handling, the braking, and the prestige, and how overall it's just all together. It's a cohesive package, and it being from an Audi, it's just exquisite, guys. I love that a lot. And for an EV, this sets the benchmark for ongoing EV vehicles in the future, meaning, like, you know, they don't have to be boring, so to speak. You know, can have an electric car that's interesting to look at, brakes next when you're driving in traffic, and also, you know, fairly decent amount of range considering other cars in this category, and being fun, interesting to drive as a daily commute, either in dynamic or comfort. This car does it all, and you're not intimidated by the power delivery. You know, if you're used to the Audi platforms, any Audi as a matter of fact, you're gonna feel at home. And I'm glad Audi is able to bring that, you know, years of, you know, research, development, and, you know, all the cars and technology, they brought it together in one package and made it EV. You know, it's great. Overall, this car has my approval. If you want to buy one, by all means. Once again, huge thanks and shout out to my boys over at Audi Plano for making this video possible. I've been with them for over 3 years, almost 4 years now, and just that. And thanks to you guys for supporting my channel, liking my videos, and just seeing the positive comments, guys. And I want to leave you guys with this quote. You guys know me, I like to, you know, help men develop and grow and be the better version of themselves daily. Sometimes in life, you just take a beating. You know, life never stops beating at you, especially as a strong man. And whatever is your challenge, you know, trying to get a promotion or not get a promotion, it's a daily grind, guys. You can never forget that. It's a daily, constant grind. And just have the mindset that you have to be better every day. You never try and compare yourself to anybody in life. You know, never be your peers, because by the end of the day, there's only one of you, and there's only one life. So why would you, you know, live in fear? You know, take opportunities, take chances, take big risks, take calculated risks. You know, I don't believe in failure. It's always, you know, always going to be a new opportunity to learn and be better and reflect on the things that you could have done better, you know, while you're trying to achieve your dreams. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I just said that, you know, on top of my head. I had fun driving this car, guys. Stay tuned for another video. Who knows what I might review next? Stay tuned, boys. I will see you guys next time in the next video. Peace out and stay driven, guys. Hey, man.
I like your car, by the way.
Thank you.
Let you know this is private property.
I got you. No, let's do a quick intro real quick, man. I'm done, bro.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, private property. Alrighty. So, I got chased away from the private property. I'm sorry, folks, I live out here. I'm just doing a video. I'm doing a video in peace.